So and dear Basi's voice, the hair is herring in Unifepa. And to say, sister, we fata where feel a come out. Now wouldn't say her mamma or home. It's not so you need DSP. Na say mi do so pono die he mama ho ne sum Spintex Kotobabi Eco Bank echi ho no unyen du Eco Bank a wo hwe chire pe Eco Bank echi direct be unsa bronsan na ti hoi ase no cosmetics na esu no ene o supplement ehworo no akoye o nails wa your pedicure so account fe afi the next one no eye okumanin kente ni designs fe na okona okojibi na wa o share the kwadwabo asia ubewusa ampa we frakente wa hyenwe ntoma next story building no ehonum na hema mana nkasa ewo enwi na bodese enwi papa nko a beson butom ti bronya idie ka hunu se hema ma ewo homa obefre no a 055 3837 201 here no follow no ewo TikTok enso amame na woni no edidwa why me da wo mo ase enkomo aye ba bebo no wani tua last week ho no ene ba beto dwase ye se health insurance for ne se up to now muntia ye claims die se aban so se o me ba me claims nyina matwatwa me ma bi nkikam ni ade na wale mrahye bedwani se minister wa bahaya wada no chire mu usi die na ekoso wo mu ne omo ye omuma yen sa software service no ede na ekoso ena ne minister so yigina na otututu no kotu mu chese jai dwaboso abedru nkran yidie ese honorable Kwabra Kando speaker enso gina speaker ni kasa no ze deal bi e wo ho no ebon contract ne enye adwuma no omunwie ye omunye half nanso ye chi omusika no be se de wo ho data no kra nso eni Ghana ye ni administrative access to the data feed the we no san kwakoye accountability series odini nyina kwa copy so light way before ne say ade na wo ye yensa enye no kre nti ene abankrata ne say light way we say ense be ba minister ka say omunni data no access no o entisa nfese we ka so oboa omu say entisa omu say data no e wo ministry ho no mo ewo ministry ho anti minister person ho a obehu na afa adwuma no nso o say wo munye nru ba bia nso o magi sika no mu be yese de wo ho fa dodo na no eno so eno no na omu say entisa na entisa no nchiremu wo chese o say wo mu say centers aka no ye be 450 plus a dozen de na nso akese no ba ko kra te say ofa kolebu a omu nko adwuma said your data ne ho nsem sitie no eno nko abetimi aye sa nkuma be 450 no mu be half ene ade tie no enchiremu no ene abedwafo ankasa bedu so minti light way before say omo set the record straight omo de omo no ye aba ye keka deals any contract ya de megidi say by now de we are aware say na no feeder SML back again and last year debi SML ye boy chiri kura mampani den na akufo do boy chiri de ma KPMG for ni ade ni nyina ye se fourth stage for ne koye omu no mu hwehwemu ena omu de ba betu dwa se deal die ebon na wo mu si wo mu hwe se ye sika no to asese ye nya free petroleum downstream no ebi mane nko ba bia nanso omunya adwuma bia nso sika omu gie no contract no ase wonche ni ensem se bebre ena mampani se montwen why mamonya adwuma no bia ansa ene dia munya nya ye no kra nanka ye de bi be keka omo ho ontwentwen so omo de koma KPMG ede ho anu yi baaye mampani so de ne white paper ne de ode be ka ho de ka ho ni ade tiaya ne se akoda se nkoda SML na asiye yi ne tie yes still SML din nso bon nti once again mampani we nso His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say muntwitwem ye mpesika say bia nti eno nso Mahama cancels SML contracts edian potin ne wo sa SML contract ni mu if SML for no so kra de omo so anu yie baaye ebra last week OSP ebekeka mu nsem kan say ase kane finance minister GR mpanimfo binum ene custom mpanimfo binum nipa be yese nan bi obobo mu di pempem se safo nyina ene omo eni GR ho bi but omu wo twaka bi wo SML adwuma no emu no na che say aye something which is there ntie no so anope bedi nko afa wi a nya ba be politics, partisan politics ankasa eye NPP before ne de ne nam ho apaso efi sabre ya kopim sa 31st January na wonu bekọ akoyi frankatu ni ne de oye den ya yihia wo monkomo beba fi so muguntu aboso gidi nti NPP presidential primaries and matters are rising. Baumia leads in latest NPP presidential poll. And then NPP runs away from MP's changer comment. Yes, say Asante Achim Emrashi Bijenibi and Wakwa say Dr. Baumia no oye ho nti oye den ya yes uchi obi batete no said oja na obekọ twumasi kurum nti uja no obekọ nti no omo de NPP fo no de omo hyeda nim hoho asem okay kansem NPP fo no so de krata ba secretary say ye no ye ji obia ye ji esirimfo ye ji nkranfo ye kekambom nti no de wo keka ne de ya twen ho afiri ho ene bi nso se eye no kre no a wo nka no abonten no no aba beka na bi si debi yenye enei yenye partisan politics a Ghana kra wo yesa wanhwe ya wo be ma oja atum tie no nso NPP fo nsem ne ho na honorable Kennedy Japan ne yire eye Mrs Japan so say onu ni kunu die so moto abama no esi anu won se na wo first lady ase wontimi ntina nchen se ukunu nkwa nkọbọ nto ano se ti amanu kura nya breche wo mukunu mu amanu so ye campaign papa ti onu nso se ni kunu die wadwiri ufu ho na se yesi onifreni apologies to onifrafo enye manisan ya bebu onifreni se obeto boabo bia na ne nansi bibi so ni kunu so se obebie nwuma ma wifu a because oye adwuma wura na obiebie nwuma nti oye ose ade yo nti wo se wonu mahwe ni nyina ti we ne nsemo anopai ibedi ho enkomo abadwafo nso ehu omage penie ti yanu omo bedi nkomo no kama nana ya oba first but wanchia me na mebre yi ba nti honorable Dixon Chiredua eye MP Brekum West Brekum any sports any journalism to the whole yes honorable
Miniaba
akwaba
yeah
oh
yeshia ya che
bra ye nhia babia wo ba ye kura many kakehwe mi se wo bra panyini ma aba wo ya he kura
mba ye onim se na ya wa agema boss nti
na ya he dia committee of babia bio ono no manage o manager di bra ne wa dia mia
ono no manage movement o ba so hum ya jise o hu no
no di wasie sai na nkrai boko
onyame adom bibia boko
say waja sports he
once a journalist always a journalist say the minua monso ntwrofo no me issue this warning okoba bia re akase o former journalist former sports presenter once a journalist always a journalist
anti wonya former
eti amanfo a mo aye mo adwen say mo be retire me from adwuma no me nko retirement
but
media dey nko retirement na no na me minua swag president the legend Kwabena Yeboa Eboa probe
I see
yeah kosrasra mpanyimfo bi as part of swag
okay
Golden Jubilee Awards
okay.
Of which I'm the chairman of the planning committee.
Oh great
Ko boy bi na maame no ka say opanyin wache wa adwuma no mu o say adwuma we ye nko retirement. So if my
senior brother
over 43 years still
he's
43 years younger into the profession.
Okay.
And he's still so once a journalist. It's a job I love so much.
For notice hereby served. Kwabena Stuttgart.
Set me call retirement. Because washa a Juma yes media people no extension advocacy.
That's true.
We are educating, we are entertaining, we are informing, and we are helping to build a society we all want. And a year parliament. Okay. Advocacy. And one thing in common, they say, o parliament a yemfa ya battery ena ye adwuma
okay
ye de ya pantan ena ye adwuma te se de nsontwuro adwuma ya enti nsontwurofo adwuma ne parliament adwuma de ye adwuma baako na me nuama wie ne saa no ma menchia Brekum West isane so ni baby ya free ba enye kwan ketoa na deta ka adwuma legends like late Owusu Champion mo aye Brekum seat na ye seat a esuye empaboa dikanfo na agya to ho no enya Adekye, the first majority leader in parliament, Fourth Republic, the late Owusu Champion. O free ho 2000 no. Honorable Nkrabi Fadate and the best step into the shoes. Eti na bedru ya so anim se dikanfo na bae no. Enye nipa ketwa. Enti ewo adwuma kese
adwuma de wo bi.
Enti memfa akwanye so na menchia the good people of Brekum West. Se omo ama akwanya se memmesom ema Brekum West. Se de bia meta ka kire nananom no ye de nidie ne ahobrase ebe som Brekum West ama Brekum West afa ne ntoma pa afra.
We the chance de we yes
was Sky FM no. Se see make say emzo ko sampa ache.
Ache.
Yeah.
Ache pa.
Ghana ha minim kwan a time change gene sampa route 80 kilometers. I have 3 different constituencies: Brekum West, German South, German North.
Okay.
Assign enter into Cote d'Ivoire.
Okay.
Kwana sayama this year alone, yenya more than 9 robbery cases on the stretch. Accidents, dozens, fatalities yentu menkan. Na no fie da na wotwene na no fie de twami. Yewura John Dramani Mahama down under big push.
Okay.
Contractor ejina kwan no so a oye adwuma de nti enne mabaha na mefo akwanyen so ada yewura president ase ada yewura road minister finance minister say at long last the almighty Jene Sampa road ya capture under big push. Contractor already on site working. Now no me call monitoring. But yeah, over there 15-20 kilometers or level course. Nti ebeda omampenyina bas ebebo omampenyina bas so say watie yesufre. Na nananom netima mefo wo Brekum West. Say president memfa omaseda emrel for the good work you are doing for the good people of Bono Brekum West account.
Great. The onyan sem choni die. Ono adika kasa advocacy. Asem no so ka wo nwie abeku wose ame menhia ya nka me se mempe kasa. Mezu menhia bra kwabra chestu gada nka me se mempe kasa.
Ajanka da ase no. No sre de chino obedi. Di me ka we onim se na me pembo.
Oni batwe. Eni usinya so na te onchen kane MP Ablekuma Central Honorable Gilbert Ebenezer Nate. Na send you why regular. Good morning.
Yeah, do it.
Ofa na drumo e bo mu e. Me ma kwantifi. Me friend me ma Mary. Ma kwantifi but anya na me kan say drumo no. Na ofa na enye ojogba no me kan say lele no mo drumo. Ebefa nkakra. Mi janka dokunu ni die befa.
Oh, eno mum.
Say mi di besu akasa mi didi dokuno.
Ene ma me pede an wo choko ma mum.
Hwe mi di wo che me dokunu echi akwan ya ade be chena mete.
Ene obeti kasa ni nyina. Na wo so a ma chi na ye bubom di a.
Ho na mete.
Oh na wo so nyame yo.
Hey! Tawi akpele. Baabie. Nana akwa ba wa ye di kan be di echi usuban ntia.
Ndi obi anim sa.
Obi anim so usuban ye.
Timi mi aba no.
Edi mi usuban ye.
Yen kan jiro. Wa fi umum.
Me fe obi a.
Na
who say
bra mi nwa pa o. Ska mi nwa pa.
Ese wala.
Mi nwa pa.
Ese wala.
Se
ese wala.
Uko Brekum a ye wa DBC ni constituency excel. To see as a son of cry.
edi agrache.
I see.
Na enye enukra nya manyosem.
Okay.
Na but enso so wa me hu say empenifo ka say unua wo mu aye ninja wo na enukra pa.
Anything.
Cause me time ya almost to go 10 minutes. Introduction.
Baby, first of all, the first time on you. First time I'm
main cancer.
And I know crap.
But what mama dear twins and
that time you know me wo Baptist Bear stage 4, stage 6.
And I'm from
mid-90s. And I me taste to God. Radio station back up was Sky FM.
Someone almost
share BAR
almost share journalism as small local journalism school.
Talent. So
I'm the talent in the Korea school.
And another time na internet ni ho.
I'm the talent in the Korea school. As I say in Kofoko to and a Satan my mom phones and a brofu.
Oh, Sky FM brofu still.
They send a brofu. At that time, so Benya Obise Oye Sports. I will brofu muno, not just what bank crying see.
Oh, but no, or ye or
none or more than a year.
Yes.
There was only a band station in
the station area. Sky FM, what it? And it's only inside I feel problem.
Until the main casa.
Over first, young co.
You remember me better no?
Obertono.
Sugar the station I could be a cotono.
Did the time
studio, you
studio. I say,
Senator, now you know I want in here.
Nkasa me brain no hoje.
Share no hoje na some boys no omu se wa hwa na o yiredru. Nti o wurem no mu di hia na preko.
Say dem hu ya ni se wo wurem no obi afa wa chi na me say abda you know agent wa chia me na wo de wa chia me. Say na me koma me ti so na che say. Eh bra kwabra che Stuttgart. Na sa Stuttgart no kra wo ko fa
na fa ye kwa fa ye dikan.
Stuttgart no ko fa we.
Fa nto high. High kwan. Actually, you basu.
It's honorable they say chredua. Edin the fedia asuga di me hu ade ibu. Na na suga de say na de we yi chenacho. Yenko yenka light wave kakra from last week said the minister did to Jawa parliament. But it would have been good senka honorable Beshati my minister and some of the two ne accountability series and I say na ene light wave nso ababeka say the wo kan enti sa upeze uji contract na kan ye che Ghana for na nsem na wo dey 2 years no enhye da eni
ya medase na machia weti for ne wahwefo so na machia United Party so for na say minim so akwa your website na akwa ko ho www.unitedpartyghana.
You are now telling me.
Oh, minim
say more website.
Them say your structures now very much in place. Yeah, bar as regular political parties ni bia. What you say? Hear your information on internet so I'll be home. Nye hwe fancy. What you say? Your vision ni your mission ni your dream po. Ye wo Ghana for nyina no. Bibia e wo honom a ukọ honom a amanone fu wa wo ha wo benya kama your website no so efe pa anya bi mu de no mo bibi Facebook ko rentimi nya adwuma ye de ne de utim hu se ye colors
ni bibia ya yampia to
oh debi na say bi mu ntimi manage social media accounts o me na manage a website enti ukọ honom a ubehunu we go can be of so because you call honoma obe all the information about United Party.
Okay.
Timigina kwenye so no machia yera line ko jochiremanten. Mse Ghana for mabunu mo danas bebre se onya asa akukuduro no ehso ya sene se yenkonkote political party. Ya twen ya so mo de ekokot no so me se court no mo hu ho kwan.
Ade obi mo de mo kokot.
On so mo de ekokot.
Hwan mo.
Ba se ya twen ya mo ntimi fa yenku.
Hwan mo mo si denti.
Omo ni mo.
Omo si mo ayede.
Omo si yakofa din United Party. Nti omo person komo de ekokot.
Ade United Party na you be there.
Yes you be there. Oh. But edru so mo be yi ano, omo han ko adu be yi ano go watro.
Na so sa uni akokodro ade etwi.
Na
so unsura kan.
Your friend is saying
mo se mo kwa mo so mo kwai na mo kofo obi mu din ayede.
Jinari nsensem ya ye kan. Me nso so. Jinari nsensem na ye kan. Yeah. Let me say ebobo baaye no abra na ye
No hold on, enye SML na ye kan. you can light wave. Yes, Ministry of Health, Ghana National Health Insurance Authority. One say Bako Omunyan cancel. SML Nidia has been cancelled, but light wave the nafe na eboboba. Minister 4 weeks.
Light wave near health for issues with their data.
Yes, sir.
And I may can't BBC. Think how I can see ya.
Samum.
O may can't say. Your strategic information ni data ni nyoma bi dwuma bi wo hono mo a me de baka se eni se ekwohye baakofo nsem eni se ekwohye ankran nsem because ono no decisions se bi o da sorry pitri na we take decision it may affect the entire nation hona me kan akosi na ne me kan akosi ni se o hwe light wave omo dwuma a omo ya a very sensitive national security matter media sana me hu no because the data that has to do with your health, citizens of more Ghana, your pumudin any information, say we were share and crown civil. I will see it me near Shady. But the truth of the matter is, Minister Babe Cannon said, Wakwa can forensic auditor or my a chre the loopholes are. A woman. Actually, the extent company no withdraw some services. Now, in the rebut of it, but it's a company like I said they didn't withdraw any service. But already a more crata over the 2 months. So, Okasika 17 yomabia na maintenance in kind. A Jumaya 4 na omoye Jumano. Na e was a so. Na eno a wote so no na affect ejuma and am performance and am delivery. It is more or less withdrawing your services because when the contract in mean you can say withdraw services. But the point is that ejuma na ye dey share once no one because we and that was very dangerous and it is very dangerous. The argument said on my forensic audit they didn't even give them the report any other argument. Now no it is a former health minister Okuboy, I can't answer with now, me sending a text into that program and now, you know, I can't say, hey, there cannot be any audit rendered. Abra, Omonia, Lidikai, your friend, entrance conference. Say, ye baba no more babatinase, near catcher will say, Yasuma Yancy and Brambe audit, and now CDC, near any munina, atnas near state near Pessia. And that there cannot be an audit.
But okay, said, this our response, text message in the coil. Honorable Kobo,
me change him back.
Oh, you are no,
me the reply coil, no mankind.
Oh, I see.
Oh, and there can't be an auditor, yen exit conference. Now, there was a TSC. Say, me a government institution. Now, my file as a vendor, and I say as a service provider. Now say, oh, mommy do services. Now say, I buy basa obey me auditor. Or fa me documents, no na a juma me media ma say yellow or audit na or observations. Now we see year no. The institution concerned no. They almost won't mean found ye my they contact you, the service provider, and the vendor. In fact, to an extent, to say sometimes auditors na to me across a bar. Invite more. It cannot be said, say, the vendor and the service provider was not in the know, or it was done on the blind side, and that.
So, you audit now will come once and say, a Juma now more. This and come we a Juma completely. Omuria and son of my audit. Inti assess our audit no cry and shed that.
But MPs me.
I'm sure it is our response.
Yes, but you were MPs me. Me sure say at the end of a fiscal year, and now an audit year, auditor, uncompleted projects, and now unfinished projects, no, year audit. Year audit. Nankeban is saying who say project we this level of completion, na issues we never or a project we do ha nonsense him saying no never see ye. You cannot tell me ongoing projects and ongoing programs are audited.
Okay.
So it cannot be said in any day. I think, sir, he was quick to have given a response to my text message. But the point is that it cannot be said that the service provider had no idea because the observations that will be raised by the auditor, if the institution has no information or cannot give, for lack of a better expression, a proper explanation to it, service provider no emani information.
Okay.
And as so here document be na inkrate be or na service provider na wa because it's an ongoing project.
Na sa audit na omo ye no general audit na ye nimu ni bia na
so say that particular contract no omo chro say na ewu and they were seeking to renew. And I mean a mankind brofuni.
Well, from what Minister of Health said, no, December 31st, 2024.
2024. So a completed project. What you say? Usiki say you renew.
Maybe it's supposed to be completed. So see, at the idea bedru and say na kese say completed, but and completed.
On the surface of the document, contract be our time frame. DNA cool. Explanation by Miami no mania adweneda. And it's a COVID-19. COVID-19 affected health services. That's like a health for. Do you call hospital? That's a data you are. You better help. So service providers within the health
just
sector
maybe because no more year.
Health
sector. And a crisis by Intibia because of your no bebo money patients or more show money identity. Ama or more jumane and me on flow.
There be such explanations that's not water. Almost your mama be or no more expect a crime to me and mammy. I take room hana COVID by or my muhana COVID by imported vaccines.
Okay.
Vaccines near the war here and you nipa.
Okay.
Into your information, you better say to the best of your knowledge, you know. One more. No more around the health sector and some other essential service provider sector in United. Yeah, my almost quite more year. If you across the world, they say they be mutu coin. And then they be into coin. They be mutu coin.
Okay.
Here, health emergencies, neko.
Okay.
Iti almost explanations in the many omonya. Ebe ya. Omoni health minister on Kotnas. Maybe in same way, you know, a babon too much. A na more. Because a bad thing too much. So in as much as we demand accountability of your ministries and your service providers, no. Yes, as one a halty a jumaye. What you say? Me.
Oh, but so almost state your market so you're committed so the Ministry of Health better.
The building of capacity of every state-owned institution.
Okay.
I know that me can be SML and same issue. Say edwuma na wo mo ye no nti yentimi nya wo bia e wa ban edwuma ye no so
no worry
and your number 2 number 1 number 2 adentina yentimi build the capacity DNA course how did they manage the contract in respect to transfer of knowledge any training a year na wo so omo ye how do we go because enye de bia na ba bitimi ahwere say sika bebree say ye de kwa kofa obi say onfamra. To what extent? In the IT department, the health service, health ministry, Ghana Health Services, omuntimi build this data. M1 mayenye. In the private man no die. Your man is a sika no die utimi ye. Meanwhile, so be kwa kuhwem no, na nka sika no kra no, you betimi the half and a quarter. I build that capacity. I build that infrastructure.
I build it on mine and kasa
because we are sensitive national security data.
But from the way our minister, Kasaibi and here, the another company.
So I'm posing the question.
Okay.
Are we not ready to build capacity? Because as someone the American say, "Oh, the question sani paba akunansa so sensitive for you." They say your power generation. The American come here, see via phone from near the adene and funny in my private. Adekye Nsroma or that sorry. Now on any California problem or a demo. Oba o se pregon medum no
o ni de candidate agro na
ya candidate fan agro ya nya sika amano no wo se enu nti adwumayefo oni omo ye adwuma no o reduce capacity he stated it.
That's what they reported. One of a day before like or say 8 months
it's oyi
they say
e ya buy the anke bekoso what you say because at the end of the day no me wrap up now at the end of the day no say you call hospital na see enya information say won kran han na ukoduru sunyan na ukọ sunyan municipal na regional na se bibi ekoto na yenya information to continue with your treatment and also so asem foforo.
Okay.
Even losing a single soul because of data shouldn't be something that the country should face.
All right, thank you. Honorable Chair.
Well, I think, sir, in the first place, light ways for argument of non-payment, a non-starter. Because out of $100 million, Ministry net here $77 million. 77. Meanwhile, work done to date, less than 50% of the total work.
No so unko China unko shese omoka say work done na moka no. Oma ya akese na ewo mu no.
Enti de mo argument akese na omoka for teaching hospitals near the no. From their own computations, they put that at 70%.
Okay.
But still, you got payment of up to about 77%. So it is still not. And more release or more buy, and they admitted if we are going by or more still it is not up to the payment you have received. And let us also not forget, say, contract, that was far back in March. In fact, Minister Bar Parliament, I was in the chamber.
Okay.
And I listened to him carefully.
Okay.
Other paper and the response by we will copy. Now, there yen sema yebusa parliamentarians yebusa they drew point says as a minister eba. Contract was in March 2019.
Okay.
For 3 years. So next I say by year 2022. 2022 no more to me and we no more sign more 2-year extension to 31st December 2024. A quadru honor still no more to me in terms of number of facilities so far numbers are main quantum and value of work but in terms of numbers 950 facilities if you know 450 at the SS more 3 years 950 no
okay.
One to me additional 2 years one to me and at the end of 5 years 2024 December my 450 out of 950 so 500 is still outstanding. And clearly they have failed to deliver. There is no dispute about that. Admittedly, there are areas but overall work, 3 years, more additional 2 years went to me. And yet, in terms of number of facilities, up to half, it's total failure. For me, a more quick response to Minister no concern and woman was totally out of place. The enemy expecting to say contract no buy you mugusu here kakra no. No, you go and negotiate. You go and negotiate because clearly you have failed to deliver. Yama contract 3 years went to me. Yama extension 2 years went to me. So you have no basis to complain. And in any case, government now a contract in 2019 no. If they so minded, saying Omu deliver, the entire December Oman say more extension. Former Health Minister Orkano, at the time Omu contract no expire, they were in office still, no more handed over. And he said aggressively Omu defend lightweights for no. If that is the case, dear intina December end no contract no boy we no because because
no sign contract
in 2022 no 2-year extension.
Okay.
Dear intina 2024 omo extension.
Obviously,
if you say no more adwuma na so ani a
obviously contract ni say with 31st December ya to about ma hu say o ye beko transition for no crack say
that is not true. Mama example.
Okay.
Yet to about 7th December 14th December omu sign na ejine Sampa road contract $50 million. So a number of contracts were signed after 7th December until 7th January.
Changing Sampa road ya we can say under big push na no Friday president mama mo be nti
not captured in the budget nothing. until July na ye be capture. That is why omu sign a contract and to me anko ye adwuma no.
Okay.
Because it was not in any budget. Supplementary budget or modi jaye they didn't capture. Ye ba ye na ye be capture.
Ye be capture before they we no be a
exactly. So the point I'm making is in some areas they did.
Okay.
In other areas, in fact, my constituency in Kwa, ye ba ye there are 3 school buildings ye beto abana mo ye si wo montua contract na ka ye ba ye tua the government in continuum so be deliver services ne so essential na the performance obi KPIs performance key performance indicators why don't you continue? So the fact say omo renew no omo who say at the time they were not performing, and in that case I think it is too late. The MMA penny say omo be exit quietly, peacefully. So I expect the minister still to dialogue with them because the ministry has already taken the position. Now we are going to roll out a new software that the minister has described as more robust, more reliable. Ghana have information management system.
Or my 72%
we roll out this. It is going to we are rolling a new robust system. We know the contract is expired, and we are rolling out a new robust, and they will work with them. We will work with them. It doesn't mean that any infrastructure backbone omo ewo hobia no
na wo ka no sa no de we mu aye baby o ma ye adwuma do be 72% eno anshimu ana.
But the contract is ended, so it is not. It doesn't. We will still roll over on using some of the existing infrastructure. This is IT project, so it does not necessarily mean that okona computers we over
state no.
No, but this in any case, say omo adwuma na wi ye ka so omo nto aso nya, we will still have to pay new contract sum. And the ministry believes say omo adwuma omo ye na anso ani, so why don't we bring in new
ye ka so omo nto aso ade enti na ebetu a new contract sum say de omo te ase ni abandada na ye no o magi sika no more than half no omo nwie no, they only will have to complete that.
Oh no, the point is the omo agi sika ye wie value bibia na sika omo age no eburu adwuma omo aye, so there will be a refund. That one there is no dispute about that.
Okay.
Because one omo breached terms of contract repeatedly. In 2022 that was breached. They gave them reprieve. In 2024 omo ntumi enwie and the contract has expired. 80 contract expired. Now you tua more than the work you've done. It is just a matter of getting the refund. And that one there is no problem. The point I'm saying is that
easily like that.
I listened to the minister. The minister is right. Minister no consistently the pointer will lay out no clearly, and I'm very surprised at this kind of response because money any justification, any basis. Can you imagine in some areas? So even though your contract December, yeah, 8 months, so we have now put in an invoice. In any case, contract no ya or to us is there any memorandum of understanding say well even though your contract is expired provide this and those services. So their response me really I don't think it was necessary.
Okay.
You go into negotiation or into something of this nature. When you are wrong, you go for mitigation, but you don't go for confrontation. And I think they don't have any case. I'm very happy say minister
confrontation.
I am very proactive. Roll it out.
Honorable, then confrontation.
No, but this is clearly confrontational.
Oh, how?
So you are contradicting the minister when you know say the minister.
So yeah, the minister
right.
can't so more side no anti and say so
in any case 9 clear months, not 9, 11. So from January to November, our contract 2 years. Yeah, effort no more year to get the contract renewed. Okay. And if why all efforts that contract will not be renewed, do you continue to work? So these things are fundamental. Okay. So contract new government if you want to continue working, you work with a new minister. If contract is extended or new contract is given, fine. But new contract the will negotiate for extension. And the minister as part of citizens must know. They say over the last 5 years since March 2019. Anyway, and for that matter, of course, omuntumene light waves and to aso nyejuma. And as a proactive minister, or no move ahead to build a robust system, a Ghana healthcare information management system. Almost that is ready and will be rolled out in the next couple of days.
And no state owned, and I say
exactly.
And I say exactly. No contractor.
What state owned contractor? Because normally, let us also be very clear.
Health insurance for
some of these things, I slightly disagree with my brother. And I say, normally ministries, those burdens that say companies, Newmont has capacity to call no other ton of cars, the transport section operating, but you focus on the core business, leaving other aspects for people to do. And as long as for me these contracts wholly Ghanaian own. Now you operate your systems, your BBR, your database and everything. I don't mind if it is given to private sector, because government also has responsibility say Obama private sector na travel, because every ministry decides to obey the BBR, then you also killing the private sector. Okay. So jobs given to private sector people. Any problem,
Honorable Nati. Emremo. And ye kikan ya na the Ghanaian publisher Omudiaba said editorial na say a news desk reporter kaso CCI you know zipline so kra Ministry of Health PR so omodwuma ni so papa any ade until the conclusion was, is it a case of giving a dog a bad name and hang it? I say oh ye per contract in etwam nti no yempe bibi mfa mom na yentwam say wote se bi mo kasa so ade ne de na che aban aba nti esese niama sesa enu nti na omutu sa na mo na obeyi ano
menuaba, it is totally wrong. Aban we aban a Fourth Republic you no nko na atumi ama clear policy direction say abinda there na adwuma oye ye gina no various ministries, departments, agencies and district assemblies and twaso. Okay. In fact, at the district assembly level, Thursday ye assembly meeting, I'm a member. Ye sika aba first quarter, second quarter, 20% ye edi deal with and normal abinda da no sha sia 1 year. I wo honti aban we nya aban a war policy say waba the abinda da no ye bia nye to ye de beto nchen akoyanim de ya de papa abinda da no ye no. In fact aban no ama in fact okay DCs MCs omushia local government committee or parliament na key indicator performance indicator was legacy project the abinda da no ja hono de na wa ya fa ho. That was fundamental question cutting across all the MMDCs. Enti aban we committed to enoma previous governments eshas ya omunwie ya bebo man no. But of course in all cases we have value for money audit to be sure say saada no to aso a ebeye in the interest of miner na as long as ebe take that box no this government is so committed. Enti enye no kre say aban we determined say obema the previous government bad name and go on. What even previous appointees are aban we investigate you or more and I say people connected with the previous government now aban we investigate you or more manfo ka say aban no on political vendetta madam mo ene omo keka ho nyina. I mean, they've been exonerated. Say, you can't be say aban we after people connected with the previous government near there. Nkamadan, ebenya no want it. But clearly, when they investigated and saw nothing in, for now, they haven't seen anything. Na count omo freezy ye nyina no. Omo assign a defreezy ama okọ anim. Nti aban we nya there okọ after the political opponent anase and no papa abinda da no ye aban no pese utwa so. Otherwise why would we be continuing with the free SHS?
Thank you.
Because the papa and President Mahama is enhancing it.
Thank you. Honorable Nate.
Yeah, my for akwanya we nso me chia ya hwefo na me chia me ampanifo amene mo. Amenchia ye party impanifo. We are on course, determined to work hard to ensure say the party will win power 2028. So as for us, in as much as the national chairman of the party is indisposed now, all the other executives are intact. We have all our executives intact. Your chairman, first vice, second vice, secretary, deputy, you will be intact. It tells you how prepared, how determined, how ready we are as a party.
Ada problem about executives being who party be mo.
Me come as
and a party be who money executives.
Me come as them. Me come as
Oni na na ya ono sa ayam pia na moto to ma mo wa no pe ya. Muntimi wan san ni mu ehu de mo keka keka.
For us ne de ye juma. And very soon by 31st no, we'll roll out the polling station, the electoral area, the constituency, the region and the national. In fact, when you go to all the 275 constituencies no, we have offices there. We have constituency officers, we have regional officers, we have national officers mandating the party's work in the various levels of media amount. So we are prepared.
Okay. So you see, Sal Hona money was it when you go to 275?
So you go and check now.
So but we have 276.
276.
So I want to know which one constituency you don't have.
Aha, now what place you question here? So when you cancel there, Gabriel, oh yes, we don't say sal na. Womuni party office.
Okay, which one? Because out of 270,
so thank you for the correction. So we have the 276 in our. So I have an interim executives managing the constituency because at the time and constituency elections no that SAR was not in place. Okay. So now we have people managing it and then the region have oversight responsibility over that constituency. Yeah.
Yes or no?
You see, we are living in a country they be ameka say ye nimuko ebe ye den. Esan say ye di bibia ye amanyosem. Na ye di ye amanyosem so a Emma oman no enko nenim esan say we ena ye mesuma ba mesumi pese me ye we
okay
say ebe ye sade a I don't think say ebe boa ye e wo kwan bia so upa upon show ma reporters no and that's one thing I was may expect from the media houses say minister started on money life ways are issues buy number call hospitals no I say what is the situation e wo ho say what is the current situation is it affecting the medical care in the various hospitals ana say amene uka say uko Mamprobi polyclinic and I say uko Kolebu teaching hospital and I say uko Brekum teaching hospital and I Brekum hospital doctors say what no are they using the same software na if they are not then what is the situation there? Okay. Are they now still using paper and pen? Sebi. I think they show before the Eddie Abana.
So, and Omu uses software now. What is the problem?
No, I'm just maybe
it is a software we have paid for.
I'm building a point.
Okay.
I'm saying, say, Minister any Omu ko back and forth here, Eddie in Sembi Ebi. Any implication be affecting hospital no anyone walk hospital no ana is the question I'm asking.
Hold on, any implication no dey kan kura see ya and na minister be react no.
So obe react we no ya call hospital so akwa.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying say we are my reporters no call all them hospitals reach wahaya.
Okay.
It's a rich hospital. Say doctors kwan ben so na money patients den enya nkita wodie.
Okay.
Kwan bench na munya omo informations are previously no it is the computer in front of you you sending okoye lab or see oko doctor ya sending akọ okoye we also oko doctor say e ko bisa say what is the situation to say as we speak minister say why auditing I'm yet to hear the minister mention the audit firm of Mamusa Akwenya no say omunko ye auditing e we Juma life way for ayeye I'm yet to know. And minister on the press conference has never mentioned an audit firm or an institution or no mandate to go and do that auditing in the various hospitals that he's talking about. Has he mentioned any? He has not. So I'll be surprised, say, you sit in the comfort of your office. No, because Makoye auditing. Why not swim so on auditing? As minister engaged.
You think so on your audit?
If he has done, he should bring it and he should let the audit institutional catch on so say KPNGO what the issue on farm Ghana.
Now say what Ghana Audit Service and so.
So if the into me say KPNGO, say Stuttgart Institute of Chartered Accountants.
Why KPMG?
No, I'm mentioning the ones that I know.
Okay.
Say Ghana Audit Service say Chartered Accountant firm bio. No, the ambassador. This is an auditor. Audit firm where the buyer say based on the contract being signed between the Republic of Ghana in 2015 when the Minister for Health at that time, Alex Sebefia, and then John Bahama was then the president and still the president. No, so contract that almost signed, and then we are 2016 2017. The new government no every new contracts anymore. My A B C D E F G H. Ye share ye no, nye esese mu ye no, muntu mi ye. You see, we should stop all this.
Are you doubting Minister of Health Kwabena Mintakando?
For now, I have my doubt. My doubt is because unless he gives me a record, Attorney General.
What record again do you need? Because Okasa or Parliament or my chronological records, Okasa or accountability series, no, or my chronological records.
That's what.
So what kind of records again do you need?
That's why I see. Yeah, you cannot just come and say that.
Okay.
I've asked some audit firm. We have audit firm.
Yeah, my contract newu. Contract no, nebo some say over $100 million. Ejuma no omu nyenyu fakra. Na so ye tua sika mo brofa. Data no so eni ye ho. Ewo India baby. Nti say da ne bubefu na ya we ni bi. Jokingly, but the minister said sometimes otimi dwala na osi omo de ne ko omo ntua no association of anticipation in poko hospitals ema omo nya access to the data enu na ema ebi mu ntumi submit omo claims into facilities ni be say oh aban de candidate or say ye ni omo ka enti sa na emom nya all my in data no e no di ye go through so ma wen na records no nye bia no
o say when a year say adwuma no ma no e ma ne hu ye say contracts na e di mo no omundi so when na ye company be na ye audit ne ma.
Do we really have to get an audit?
You cannot just say
because they've signed the contract. He reading through alone.
So
now,
how did he arrive? How did he arrive at that? How did he arrive at that?
He only has to look at the contract and the work done so far. And without an audit.
Let's admit.
Okay.
Without watch a contract now. Or yeah, access man who you say there's a foreshort in some of the work I say company here now moon. Or you don't know who ye.
My clear example. One way very important.
A quick
one key and it's and at the end of execution. No matter where you are, Ghana or Tamale, say me free Bikun Westi, me call hospital or Tamale or so much me assess me history. But as we speak, it is still localized within the district. If you district call another district, another regional, it me one can hey. Say history no
so
they want history
that is
very key
that is
the main thrust of this software no say baby accident baby
thank you
first time no should have access to your history as we speak that is still not done.
All right, honorable give it
based on what honorable is saying and Bibisa say into why Nekoye Safi said is no Edima minister. And man who said
but honorable Okoboyo like to before response you they have not challenged say auditing now why you know anymore. They only said
so,
minister who can
so why na year auditing no And where is the auditing report? Fine. Secondly,
I'm also trying to get it. Say, why na your auditing no become a problem? Because light way before honorable Minister of Health. Why na your
because the Attorney General in conform be now your press conference no. But me ma say me ma we say me ya be we dey say.
But
you cannot just
they all may not have the same style.
Boy admits to say
then I will cast man cast the do so na the throw only penaje.
Na da na nyem na e ma open.
Oh.
And what to kasa wan kasa so. Yenko. Man kana say honorable Gilbert yenko.
So for me, I think say the minister has taken his own decision. Oh yes. Say ye pese eje juma ne fi wonsem. Ye di mo be fufro. Because minister no pa chair me say oba be a minister for health. On share campaign no on share edwumafo ne omo ntina ase. Omo kan kire no the challenges that they are facing
did you listen to the minister? Also omo call meeting no this and Felix Nekai omo call UN conference he took the opportunity so me o idea because owura no US Atlanta Georgia nti omo ne ntina se also oba ye no asa abufu so nti asem ni mpo no oma anka
the minister no enkanche say oni omo ahia e wo ne ministry and they wanka say oni omo ahia e wo ne ministry
okay
e ma no ka kire omo say e kana mo si ye demo no 8 months am ka say ye demo no mo fa ehu invoice ma minister anka sa
mo fa invoice mra no mo si ye fa invoice ma o say de mu hia no ye nye ma mo enti minister say o ma shut down the
so
data.
it tells you say
so
it tells you the minister has already made up his mind.
I'm trying to understand.
It means that they have already made up their mind.
No, minister ne say light wave for no emum epese omu dey say omu work software no so administrative access no e dey manipulate omu ene etua yen because contract no kura ewu sika omu atua won so abro so adwuma yin so unwie ye chinchin awon say ene sign ma ye sika na say maybe atuma mamwa this am renew your contract no say we can't do
minister,
that.
Or say adwuma na omu aye how many percent and I no matua omuka. I listen to Okoboy. Okoboy say the data the minister is talking about, say software we are different.
Okay.
But the data the minister is
contract.
The minister data na all can say only no. Metie Okoboy say oboa ameso meboa. What he says that the data that you're talking about, our ministry now that's where the data is. But you're talking about the software, no, different. The software is different. So you cannot come and say, oh, there's no data. That's why Memeka say, look, the minister has
there is no data.
Or say they don't have access to the data. Or say they don't have access. Meanwhile, the data
have access does not mean there's no data. The data is there, but we don't have access.
The data is at the ministry, which is managed by your ministry IT department, and you don't have access.
So now a minister word against light wave.
But
minister said data no somewhere in India. And now light wave wants to say it is not in India, it is at the Ministry of Health.
That's what I'm saying.
But you have chosen to go with light wave.
Oh, I'm not choosing to, because you see, we are, just as you said, we are always trying to give the dog the bad name and hang it.
I asked, I didn't say.
Oh, I'm quoting you.
I asked, so that I said,
so honorable, Unim said, he said, okay. Contract sum $100 million. $77 million has been paid.
Fine.
And you have to cover 950 facilities.
And why?
What cover 450?
Yes.
Leaving
in the
500.
Case, in the case,
you
of, see? In the case of the number of hospitals, as all year.
Yeah.
950.
Why 450? 500 1 year.
Your specification say, Uye Ridge Hospital, I bet you I will say. Uye Kolebu, I bet you I will say. The total number of hospitals, including.
Say there are milestones. At this stage, that's why you say.
That no, Mika say. The 950 hospitals, no, it includes the teaching hospital,
okay,
the district hospital,
yes,
and then all those hospitals.
Yeah.
There's no way a chair say, Uye Kolibua, now you're rich, now you're Tamale, now your friend is saying Cape Coast Teaching Hospital, we will give you this. And I'm And I'm
honorable for na agye atum say omo agye atum say the omo aye nyina no
and I'm saying there was now a breakdown
now COVID any challenges we na am
there was no a breakdown
there's no dispute
there's
about
no
that.
a breakdown
but omo na agye atum say sika omo agye no buru adwuma no so but omo reason is COVID na other challenges bi and ama omonya sa challenge so that defense
honorable Bekunkachi Tubwase Mr. Asama ye kan wo ho mayemfa politics because we are talking about the health of the people in this country.
But politics
that is why
amount contract
3 years
contract
your contract has ended
10 months
per the transition act na honorable ka say aden say yen renew per the transitional act say you to abawi and you are in the transition you can't go and sign for any contract.
All right, but if say be on my contract that's who they know honorable they me dey say say now we bisa say omachia sika no saying honorable acho say $77 million and now we bisa say adwuma no my percentage saying rather me so meta no question na busa o say adwuma no mo ye dru saying and na nipa na otua omo no say mo contractor obe raise certificate per job done.
That is why because there is nowhere in the was it in the contract. That's what there was it in the contract say we A B C D bet you say
okay
and now say we are charging $100 million no to do 950 necessary we no why you 450 aka 500 that ben na oh yeah I didn't take you so longer to mean this number of hospitals now aka no to deal with it. But when you decided, say, you just rush to the media, we just have to come and throw dust into the eyes of people.
Which
to
one
look
is the dust? He has given facts. Said dust, said the anachas are no any so. But one more fact, almost all mobile, no man can say the minister can, Ejumani real. Almost just that workload 450 now akano and also I can see a woman or my basically that's what they're trying to say.
So if that's what Mr. South said,
but the point
that's what Mr. South said.
That's 2022. Mama am forget you know when we say 2 years when to be enti
Honorable Gilbert show enti say private firm and as a private entity, do you think that enka ejuma konu ebetua $700 million for worker whether workload that can be $70 million thank you now ejuma no onwie ye
Auntie,
yes or no
you cannot compare Kolebu Teaching Hospital to Dansuma Polyclinic unimisa.
So you are asking about details of the contract. And say, every so the contract name, almost can say, oh, I had
so there is nothing of that sort in the contract. So there's nothing of that sort in the contract. Yamau 950 hospitals say network omu.
Okay.
The teaching hospital, the polyclinic, and what have you. Yankasa oh, me we are met you say.
Okay.
950, my 450. Aka 500. They are saying, say, based on what they have done and their akana, uche the percentage now, just a minute because even the akana is so much, no.
Okay, so
moreover, no, there were some challenges.
I seen a minute in a chair. Why have
there were challenges because some of the equipment now omokra no be jumano. They claim say COVID. And you and I look, and I never can say COVID here we are friends.
How many years after COVID?
Oh,
it's been like 4 years after COVID.
Yeah. With the COVID, 2 years extension.
I don't know who's the program this is.
As a watcher.
So what? How much is it? What can? What be here? Firstly, what am I making?
And I'm very surprised.
The more you ask me,
politics,
I won't ask you again.
Just a happen more time. The Queen Bia
defend. No. But they say you can't say that we have contract. No, we have started contract. We have
23 pilot.
Yes. So based on the work that you gave them,
and let me give.
Let me give
my pilot 23. We finish it. And our mobile no musi microphone adwuma no mo ye ne 23 no e good nti Omube expandia the whole country. So it was totally different contract. Don't create impressions.
No, I'm not
you
creating
renew what we
impression.
gave. No,
I'm not creating any impression.
Ours was 23.
This company, this
2015, 2016.
This company, I'm free NPP time they buy. This company, that's why I mentioned. Your friend is saying.
Doesn't matter when it came.
Yes, it doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. But what mattered most, they say, nipa na ejuma mu di amanu man aye no. Why yet to some extent.
Okay.
He have getting some challenges at the amopesa oye no oye then ontimi nye. And he's telling you say even the why any the aka no. Enye ejuma your friend is saying eye den. But the entire amba na ejuma no atumi ache no so say they were having some challenges. That is why they could not even do the other 500 because the 500 now you cannot compare to that of their wire 450 now wire. That's why my example said you cannot compare Dansoma polyclinic to Kolebu.
Then me person me busa bi onana. Then yem busa say nti no onya challenges no okobo ministry na man say me contract these are the challenges I'm facing. Nti one sha me to me e was stipulated time
me na say assembly ne kan yes what steps and will take here when the contract was facing some frustration. What you say? Contractor you demand no. Our terms and reference. Time so down. Inti abra na wo ho kire wo no. Ana muntu ben na utukoi. Ena imoye ben na unyae.
Okay.
Busa anu yembai. Nidikai. The satoso aside say went me on for Phyllis 950 something na oye no.
Okay.
What you say? Out of the 77 million na omutria no. Eduru baby no was edwumayefo a na ode omo ye edwuma no was ate so.
Ohone how
Papa. You see, and when we are talking honorable, that make private sector me baby are free no private sector hu here empa. But sensitive nyoma bi wo hono mo a eya aban dia yem farmer private sector. What you say? Sensitive nyoma bi wo hono mo a eya national security juma. And yes henka minister adwuma consultant bit me aye. Sabi yo yeti kroma minister of finance. Edurume bi na nkomo mpenifo ya demonstration na dey intia because yenya minister bio for finance or the consultants go go office bia bit me na consultants be for no dey mu free ne bank bia na or dey mu ye adwuma. But duro bia office bia consultants 5 Emma your friend is saying civil service or whatever saying office of the civil service head of civil service
civil servants for now
eba be kan wan sem kura say ha wom because omo directors ni pedifo metimi aye so adwuma no so sa minister ne ba or the consultants abebu bi omo de onye Ghana for so me Ghana for but enye adwuma ni nyina ne ye ne sa the sensitive nature of data na ye kan wan sem eni si ye ko sheba fufu butum and me no ka say ya former minister bia say me was you see we are mixing accessibility of the data to the location of the data.
Yeah.
Minister Benesen ma.
What you say? Oh, me media chiro na wa no ha wa ha no.
But no so na like to for na challenge say sa data na
ministry of ministry of health no access.
Okay. But minister can tune in now also
computer is
here. It is not here. It is called somewhere.
Computer in here.
What do password?
Me ti here meet me access. What do sabote busu say pami.
And do me na
you bet me access. You bet talk from. You bet me access.
And say yeah.
Me can say. Me say talk from. Well, so we shouldn't mix the issues. What you say? Yeah, 77 million Ghana cedis. Dollars amount. The whole contract no 100 million. Anameboa. So your calculation, you know your calculation na you be for me calculator.
Na me ka say who can be briefly na yet
you briefly you be ko you 100 million. Me share down school papa nti me. Na we 77 million sugar una that calculate me. Ebeka 23 million. Now total number of a year saying 950. Oh yes, say
450 to 500.
To 450 aka
500.
If more, let's divide.
Yeah.
Oh, let me come back. It's here for say why half.
Yeah.
Into half of 100 million amount, and 50 million.
Because we're math teacher.
Into 50 million now. Into 50 million now. You say 70. So Rebecca 25 million.
Eka 23.
20. They be make us you 70. 7 no. So you divided 77 no by 2.
Okay.
Into be catch them say Kolebu data management no different from BBM National Service, Abyssinian Health Center. Obianka say
yeah.
So don't expect so they don't expect said that your calculation needs to be the same.
Near person what you say. What dia to mu say 950 institutions no ebe ma yen say no. You tria no. Okay. On be kan kire ye 77 million what it covered in the contract.
See, calculations are more sports, Papa. I just say about Black Star qualifiers World Cup now. Yes, you can't see any of any too coefficient in film. You
do, baby,
because every contract name, man. Besides, a data no, they're here large, and you know the size.
Oh, yeah, no, you know the buyer. What you say? Okay, who are refer will be 23 institutions or the piloting project. And let us not forget, of course, well, you see 23 in a pilot or 30 in a pilot. Media, they be American, Monsieur Bicoya pilot, piloting project. Also, who say issues are during the piloting project. Yeah, obet minium west more
during
the expansion. What you say, a project management. Yeah, so you make room for such frustration. But the fact of the matter is, Ghana, you tell Chesike Hunudo.
Thank you, my uncle.
SML. Now, SML, something can see.
Where we honorable chair, my uncle SML contracting has been abrogated because all can't no. Now, based on fourth estate for investigation, Yemfamra, KPMG audited. Still, OSP Sujinemo, last week in a press hour, President Mahama say, hey, Muncha SML contracting.
Main spend it. Time be everywhere because evidence OSP agada evidence Attorney General agada for now so overwhelming ama abina decided government decided Attorney General decided said they will proceed to court. In the interim, President Mahama has been very proactive. Said the munim no President Mahama de say adibi bon wa waka e be do nanimo the first reaction they say yenteminity kra ansana the didi HD biaba unlike brebi atwam bibi say ba nanka clearance nen wo ma ba no President Mahama no he said say yenteminity Attorney General eguso a ototo no ma obeko court. Let us wait and see what happens. So that is a good move. A strong anti-corruption fight signal President Mahama they form, and I will commend President Mahama and wait till say prosecutions and so a best started. The abab on nim no age a very strong foundation or the court.
MP Baku mo say prosecution be bad ya.
When I make say asem kokoto ye de nipa nyina atumi ko. In fact, say national service de bubu omo a ye peke omo nye omo nyina ye be toto omo ano ye koduru ho a ye be hunu ba bi ye be ko nti obi betumi awom bi ye be court no and enru final stage a ye charge sheet no ye hwe obi a level of involvement. Okay. And I think Attorney General we strategy or use so they very good. And it is a warning to everybody. Say nay only obi ye kululu a committed crime here. You have to be very careful because na ye entire say be a used to accuse as prosecution witness entire and happen. But as I say, it's a very strong tool. Say the Attorney General can when you have criminal alleged people who have committed a crime. Or share the least one information about me aboa ama was secure conviction. He will use you to say where you warning. I no crane anti-corruption tool kese no win say ade aye ko yi wan hwe yi asa ka na obi ko wi ade a ozu o implicate obi a na obi a me 1 million subordinate bi ha no wa ma no 5,000 bi unim so no so anya bi nti ono ebeka na no atum but a drew prosecution ebetumi abaze o if I when play Ruby or not on their brain and he knows everything about it. It could be used against you. Corruption.
Say amanyo for the aban sesan say ya ibe wie no na che say e kenken kwa.
Oh,
say betumi atwe obi court to up and down
you see,
aban sesan
it depends on the leadership.
Attorney General ye bi na wa
five. Mahama ye kana say me so nim say ono ankasa a prosecutor ono na appointee da. Ono a prosecutor na appointee ama ya convict no.
Okay.
So udim that story.
Abuga pele.
Enti nei oka say obekoso and obaye all front say ye galamsey say ye hio agese udi ama up. Enti let us wait and see. Baby ebekwa kudru, but I'm very convinced the fight is on and the way Attorney General so about the fight and then ama edu baby na enu be complaining at the end because the shame aspect of it no kwa kra big deterrence a fight against corruption. So
but I na see so ni feel say ye gidigidi ti say ye kon corruption no so be we ase no na kwasiko no ogina nkwantia nti de bia index bebe na ye da ase ho no mo won twetwede.
President Mahama time so a corruption index compare that to 8 years yenu mobile konwa mu yenu mobile na say kra with President Mahama I think the fight is on is very aggressive and sometimes na man for a prekakra they want to see people being put before court but criminal investigations and criminal prosecutions lawyers back actually very 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 difficult because the onus is on the prosecutor to prove beyond every reasonable doubt, and to do that you need thorough investigation. And this government, apart from say seeking convictions on jail terms, it is also important say where necessary I also recoveries, you know, and also alongside jail terms. So all tools are on the table. Attorney General AUSU and the SML in the coming days. I'm very convinced from what we've heard from the OSP.
Prosecution Attorney General says Kabia Kumwa or mine share ye bet me asking.
That is what I've said.
But may be Mukase, ye be prosecution Bokakusi say ye yesikano near Bombosi so near Tutsikago.
No, it depends on the approach, you know. Ghana say it will be a air and say yenjeli amanfo. But we should also look at in cases where huge sums say recover. In fact, now me propose solution be another media house and over allow me American senka or more ye prosecute or mono say if found guilty na ye recover sikana nka ye create maybe to say oral fund. I want oral fund to be created. Oral fund no recoveries from all the loot na ye the ato fund no edit say Brekum Wester ye per mini stadium ti oral fund say bia ye gifri na ya hona ye convict na ya tro that stadium bia gene oral fund stadium recovery from na ya sapon na chese nchire manyina ebe ba beto sa de no so na ye nkaidum kese. In fact bibi sa wa nkoje kura na
sika no mudi e say bia na efi particular fund bi munti e ma ne nko ya
da bi e pese ye create be hu se President Kufuor time obekaya sika onya ye from Hepic nyina no beduru ba bia na project no si ho ada Hepic because this one we want see, you see we are talking about say ye be deter people ye be ma corruption ye very expensive there na be ma na ye more expensive than say wa wu ko akire na facilities ya ye udini bo ho say sika bi e fa won sanse ya je na ye dey that facility that will be more deterrent than a jail term because umo bi ko jail or 3, 4, 5 years na sign ba na loot na or pack gu ho no or then a busunya sign ba na omo enjoy compare that to say ya recover ye recover ye mfa nkofra consolidated fund no
se nipa no so nim so se mi wia na se ne mo beka se me fund dia ene se ja me de koye treasury bi kura menya ho interest by the time I made the baby
me na me can recoveries no may take several forms some maybe recoveries may even come with interest
recover na sign fa nipa no kotum a
exactly but you see one thing they say most of them so who face imminent jail term it will be very difficult to even trace the properties or recover. So I'm not against jail terms. I'm against both recoveries and jail term where possible. Baby, any possible you bet you recover. Use it to build facilities.
So you
see plea bargain and such a part of your law. I mean, let us also not behave.
Say, sure, so what is a man for saying, says a president? But
the point is, the fact of the matter, and I say, it is part of our laws. Plea bargain. Is that not the prosecute idea? Attorney General, FIA for non prosecute is it not part of our laws? So your fool say, the papa free but once it is there, it can also be used based on, you see, some of these things are here. You will be where you can see say a broad daylight thievery.
Okay.
You will be so where be indiscretions, be decisions, be na across that financial loss. So you draw the line. Somebody's decision may, you see, causing the financial loss is a very, very complicated law. You may not necessarily have stolen the money, but your actions and inactions can lead to a loss to the state. And in such case, if recoveries can be done without jail term, why not? But you want broad daylight thievery, who says that is different. It's almost the case by case basis. Nobody is saying that obi asika fan and sasano yenkoji sikana yenyai, but you look at it case by case basis.
Thank you. Honorable Gilbert, SML, now finally cancelled.
Yeah.
Yes, Honorable.
Yeah, as I say, beside who say SML, ejuma ben, and omuye.
Okay.
A ban is saying and a SML a buy. Ejuma na SML yeno. And Kabenya a different institution, a government idea, obey to me ayana.
You think investigation answer some questions?
Yeah, we do need to be some questions, sir.
Oh, no, which I'm question.
But no honorable who am one. Mondona, more by Munzuda Biana Usu. Ordinal defended honorable.
I'm just asking.
No, I'm not against you asking questions, but Miss Sumi Buzaza, some questions will say investigations no no ana.
Me who reports near.
Oh, I see.
That's what maybe say. SML na ejuma potem ben no moye magiari.
Okay.
And I say aban.
Okay.
Na say ejuma no moye ma aban and I say GRA no. Na ye ni any other government institution bia obetumi aye sa ejuma no ana.
Okay.
Na say your government institution obetumi aya. Adent na SML e buy.
Okay.
Before SML e ba no. Na say e wa ban institution bia all ya. What was the results and compared to SML?
Okay. Why you no ne anko?
Me ni anu yi. Nta maybe sound. Because if there is say an institution be wo ho a betumi aya why SML? And if there is no your friend is institution be a SML buy no e di mfaso bi ama oman no e wo kwan bi so ana. From what Manasi can say SML sika onya echendia eko aban ho. And the question is how come say a company will be benefiting more than nipa na o man ejuma no?
Okay.
Oye ejuma mame. Say u say ye oil food e wo no nkofo a se na yeti ye check ye oil ni sa nyamanyama no. And people are taking advantage of it. And then say aban enya no aban enya sa sika no So mimi wo expertise you can say what you mean.
Me wonim die asu.
O wonim die a obetumi aden. Am monitor say na be ya aban benya ho mfaso. Now it has come so aban e man sa opportunity no. What aban expecting no, aban is not getting it. So if aban is not getting it, it means say and na aban den aboka. The OSP also why an investigation.
Okay.
Was citing the paper say 5.
Okay.
Commissioner General, former a friend is saying Damwa, Kenneth Damwa.
That's customs.
Customs. Your friend is saying Amishada, Cranston, and then there's one other person. I think there are about 4 or 5. Also, I hear him. Or the Akoma.
They're not a technical advisor.
Or
the minister. Or the Commissioner General. Or the
Omo. Abba, I know. Say, he started with this not today.
Okay.
Ama, we are inviting Omo. They have been questioning. Some of them were bail. Some of them they have to go and look at their properties. Just as Honorable Ekano. It is time that the reports are wire. It shouldn't be me. You see, this public, your friend is saying, prosecution. I don't like it.
Which one is the public prosecution? Or some of mine. Now, on my update, and a one in acts of OSP in a womb. So, I think be my bear twice. We say public report. Now, so on my. Didn't say.
Una obisa questions there, but me so away. Since the establish o bet me ayano. We there any LLB question OSP. Since you establish OSP. Martin friend is saying Amidu every ho. We buy. How many cases are we catch we recover and this can say abre or minor.
O come website abi ho.
Sa
omo ye ejuma o come website omo aye hwehwe omo aye achi omo aye prosecute
o ka se enchi omo sikasen no dia ba.
But unfortunately this thing has decided to fail me today. I would have just gone to their website to check.
Maybe check here.
I can't say on far be mine because I've not checked.
You say is around 4 million
since I buy
but me kwoti
a free sky the man on so no
be there be any mama kwoti me ko obi oni o maye adwuma da o pen amundi o see inuru 4 million me say the number say me say 1 million say
1 million Ghana cedis
in real
but
million or dollars.
Hold on, but Odibiaba.
No, maybe say $1 or dollars.
1 million say the woman you know so you no credit 4 million Ghana cedis once.
It's 1 million Ghana cedis. It is kind of 100 million.
It mean be can because we are be call the budget.
Auntie, yeah, sometimes we try to rush, and at the end of the day, now ubahun say ubenya crash from other people. Okay. I am not against investigation of anybody, and me, I will never even come and sit here to defend anybody that Rebecca say in one way or the other appointment the man or the any at the expense of the taxpayer. No. Okay. Just as honorable friend saying, Breku Kachikai. I said this thing way back about me. I didn't say Ora fan because Ora now I say your friend said Domelo see some of the papers no cry trash. That's what he said. I said some of the papers no cry no.
Papers.
Yeah, the bread no. So 5,000 so 10,000 copies or we receive photocopies. Mo so man handicap dey. So mo am no do sika top photocopy machine to A4 room mo here photocopies. Mo so mo am sika yi. O say bi wo ha. E bi wo ka na say bi nyansa ni. So me can say look, I am not interested when you say oh e benadisika. Na dey me akodira menu. Next you are sentencing to 2 years, 1 year to prison. Now 1 year there's me akotwa na sika na me ba no say na okan no. I'm the Akotu Bank now invest here, man. So me have been saying this even when we're in government. Say look, even when you are prosecuting somebody, retrieve the money. Kopam pram. Agenda 111 ye hospital papa be any Ningo.
Okay.
And from Pampran to Ningo is about an hour drive. Build a hospital and name after me. Sikana Eben we are in the DRC hospital. Into the action. Se me ba Nico and I said Nana Kwame e ko ha. Now unka Eben. Oh Eben na ko we Sikana DRC hospital no ebani. I'll prefer that. Because look,
I think prosecution.
I'm telling you, look, there are people that have been sentenced to prison. I'll maba back. And then omo why for chance no multi first no kra.
But onim se wo beje so na wonye ne hwe a. Say no so onim se wo ene mi nko invest. Ti bedu time a wo beje no kama na menya kakra nti oba
so when you
I am afa na mpacho me
so you are not taking the money as offer. You are taking with an interest.
Okay.
Now we interest a sukrache sikano.
Okay.
No nye bindi.
Okay.
But say they be beba na we are say me I'm just waiting for the OSP. Sa nipa 5 was a 4 year say o ma ye nyamo I say ye no. Say no kra o ma mra na eden o munye omudi. Say okọ na omukodi omuho omukọ cheche omu nsem mu e ka say o yes me na me sign contract no I was then this me position say me position say now so ye kata wo hu nie ye ABCD me hu son o de bi mo anya ni ye me kai president Kofo time woefully causing financial loss to the state.
Na emra say samra na ni
no me say president Mahama ka say to speed up some of these prosecutions no or per se den
specialized courts
to deal with some of these things. Okay. Because you see, because they quickly judge people and sentence people before they will be sentenced in it, you know. Yeah, to me, I'm fighting for the issues to get to the bottom of it. Okay. You go to you bet me across some of the courts. I send me Hokana 20 years, 30 years. I say parliament. Yeah, bill.
Ma'am, because I see the wheel of justice grind slowly.
Why should you always grant slowly? That is why there are people who have been remanded in prison because they are not guilty or they are guilty.
That's true.
No, boy, I saw that remand for 5 years.
Oh, Ibrahim.
Obi ha na obi ni ntokwa bia okopota na onimom esi opata venzen
opata fodi aba.
And says oh concern sa na ba no because obi from na kokodia na yabo aso
I see
it obeko na onumu na asem eden ewum nanso okoe esi a remind you anya CID ni bia na amba anya investigator bia na amba no dem and a person loses. So for me, whoever is guilty of the charges, the law is there.
Okay.
They need to go and face the law. If they go and face them and they have all their information, their documents to prove, say, they are innocent. But such judges, no, they are not there to prosecute people and jail people without your fairness and facts.
Okay.
It's based on facts. Nobody.
My memory Nana. I don't know manufo no muti ombeya manwesem munhwemu nya manwesem ma munya bedu amanyansem wi afi na mo pe kwan bi so de ape legacy project any sika de ejamo ma
be ji amanwesem na tika na hwe ni si
na se de amonso mati party
omo hwe na se ye sebi na no na gentleman ba ko kan o say na Okasa no say Alana Bay and Wenya Yemani juicy ministry.
Let's go to SML because as
how do you determine a juicy?
Wait a minute, before I forget. OSP in a half-year report on between January and June, I recover 128 million Ghana cedis. So if you read the half-year report this year, 128 million
or recover.
I recovered, yes.
I have your recover on paper and I say Sikanaba.
That one recover the other.
No, recover and cover the public.
No, some recover the me
or take you
where about but as 128 million.
They say every year
it is 128
per the act. He gives half-year report. That is in June. then he gives
recovery. Me empire report near baby recovery ne anything yes say.
Full report on the website. So you can
because they had a new form.
Why do you doubt him?
It will change. You don't doubt OSP.
Nana, also SML Krobeji 125 aba.
It will OSP. It's not that I want to now. I 245.
1.5 million. Obeji everywhere.
SML. OSP.
I'm talking about report.
Now who's the one that I can say?
There is a half-year report.
Nobody has doubted her. Yet Ghana
recover 128 million.
The coffers bemu. Government checks and answer one.
But you think that's on recover and go back to media to yourself.
Is it on paper?
Only receipts or the back is there no major.
Is it on paper? And answer recovery.
And what is 100 million Ghana cedis here? 28 and corporate budget one could be in the back. Where who knows recovery officer or yen the Juma to recover ye? Yeah, Ejisika Mabara, Omudi Becoin, Asabra, almost Ora Sky Benyaka 10 billion, was the 20 billion. I'm a boy. As I'm going to come as San America, as now, Ora, I say, it may be best to reduce the amount.
Oh, the man,
in time,
2018.
2018.
And our home is on
yeah, from free 2020.
Make us say, time because that time no wa be mu.
You know so that should be on record.
Time then. Because that time now you are in government.
It is an office. Why are you bringing it down or kind of just limiting it to an individual?
And then presidency say your office.
Exactly.
To why do we limit
every institution is an office.
The leader. We are talking about leadership. But
over the years, I said, I mean, I said, a more as we know.
Ethical leadership wants some near king. Leadership of honesty. And you can want to be. I am menu and I SML fire one. And yet a second for Riatani one Kiaba, Koyachiaba. I am menu.
But I am put on record. The office was created
and
the NPP.
Nobody has disputed that. Nobody has disputed.
We are talking about the operator of the office.
As a who come and I to say special prosecutor no only can for that relationship. And you know so now microphone so bonity so say. In fact, NPP for now, OSP no, also what time can for that? I don't know how can for that. OSP back for.
Court say na, and then a lawyer in the judge no say some of the technicalities no the BTS na asase sem no much. Wo say me na now wait me dia dance and no we film.
Ne kura ne say.
So wo person wo dikin for riata ba. Enye chief of staff no chirokoma no. Oti hey. At na honorable de ye hwe at na yatwero wo mu se wo pese wo ye bibia OSP office wo twero chief of staff anu na yatwero anya attorney general na oni ni edin nsawso extradition anya attorney general asem chief of staff obem say nyansa broso technicalities ho no mo diwra ni abowo ya to ha se dame ni de we ma chew kwakwa ma you say en na edi wo mi from 2020 Yama 138 million. 2021, Yama 124 million. 2023, Nanka up 170 million. Almost there be 138 million. 2023, Yama 129 million. 2024, 149 million. 2025, 146 million. Now catch them so recovery. 100 million. Mean to bonus calculate.
Is it an easy thing to fight corruption? One guy open you crack and say one shall no experience one shall corruption no will end up fighting you.
Any the corruption they fighting how funny you want to know. Yet me must hack
all man of credit to sell or ye bimpo.
Credit paying.
But not to be very fair, OSP nyene juma nkwane so oye recoveries nkwane. Oye prosecutions, oye investigations, oye wait you don't judge the office by recovery.
I'm not judging. No recovery. Prosecutor Oba be tutu ananse sem a odi kan to be June. And of course, what can operate.
You say you are not judging.
I'm not.
But as a man, or the other to Jan, so be more information. Crash. So say. Ebi anka bet me akasa reliable so an answer.
Ye nyina ye di nkomo. Wo bae, wo se wa first briefing. And Obaka say June, near or the kind of so press briefing obey. And only press briefing obey. Tell me what was new in it. Apart from say Okasa at the end of November, over charge can over. Tell me.
There's something new. At least at the quick glance, obey first one. Wa mo bo sa penny for.
I said no more that. And you say say on for mudimra. And a dinner fin on the aba, a debut. Also more hotter that. Near some for dinner, no the aba, a debut.
You don't think that maybe at the time none investigation and your conclusive
investigation and I ask a question. Question be say, baby, our investigations no do ya wunya akokodoro. Efre monster ntwerofo be gina Ghana fo anim. Ebeto nwom kire yen. Okọ voice training ku beto nwom kire yen. Sa investigations baby o yeduru ye. Aden ye mfa no enye agma because even in the prosecution of this matter, anytime a person or changing issues on the charge sheet, it means an ameboa. Inti bia ya yedru. Yam fen free on yam famra. Inti anya onwa say, wabo we mu nyina din awi. Now was it Canada, woman up to November, was it November end
so by November.
Inti June, July, August, September, October, 4 months no enye enough a free and could do November nonsense I be paper.
But who feels any nipa so ne ken or protect ken and your yen is here Ukrainian in Guasia na fa na
so na bokobogu dinti de kan wonti yes de di kan ye pay sika
okay
de to so mi no oni akro na sika no we fa na nsa ase a ye di ye esay no yentwe na so inti crew say that internet will be adwane a opeso OSP ne be frɛ no enye yoku first time enye yoku fo nkofo no say nkofo omo kasa amanyofo we do OSP adwuma was OSP kofa okofa ko rewa na etroka.
Oh really?
It will be a safe heaven okofa ko rewa na ayo no troka na edi pi yeah please emra na ye di ye I was saying penifobia me the omatoto institutions bia no hu say emra no ya twere no black and white se me kan na me ntiasia me nyastuka o kan a obetimi akirikiri mu kakra nti roadside for no yesusu ye won ntiasia bi wo nwoma bi ho ya nti yeti hei pa se ni edikan omo beka no omo dikan ka so omo nim bibia ovri atashe Echire omo se Ghana fo ntimi ntosa nyansesem nyi no beka so omo nim bebi owo na emra bi so na wose ye fa ne ye di hunu and I was setting up a very good PR so God gentleman who lead no or your lawyer ni say journalist nti wo dia bom so omo be gina ho no mato no mo dia chire
nto ba cheze
dia ye pa chire nyina ne ye nya yisika yeah sika ye
many your question no pa enye sika chese ni chese asa ejuma na OSP ye ni nyina no umunu say ye ejuma bi
yeah
bo ejuma na gu
ne mum wi but the can say
na hu ne effort so dia shim
se me fa SML nsemi ya ekoso any other corrupt related issues are omoto ho anya semna media ekamia said ye kan 2024 saying ki ebnya kwan ba mo nko OSP ni na sefu nyina no ye bebo mogu ni just one institution aba na ye nko ye damesem bia wo it has overstayed its usefulness bibia ye we
and you think then kamomo de ba kuna mo de beba ne de betumi aye djuma
yo kofa asemo a me and I will give you an example Celia the Parkis
any your last one
no problem Celia the Parkis when him said docket assemble mu and they said docket ni e ka ho asem say Celia the Parkis so ka said docket ba mu ye free you ko asem no ka kire omo so docket no ko he ye free CID so nyoma bi wo docket no me won so OSP so ba wo se docket ni e de ba na hwi nim won guys asem no enne docket ho asem ba ye se de ye se docket no enye nyoma na wo say ku rima ne ye docket no enim enti enye docket aba de adan enti Ghana fu sume na wote dom na se kurase a wakodo no banchi a waton a wakotwa lampo a ye de abraw di twa woka enti ohun sa abre we mobo
I see
enti school fu a wo munya aduane ndi a wo mo yare e bi mu aspect ya ye ntimi nsiwie na nipa baako fo timi tam sika twetwere die di shed bubu edeko ya
yes na
me pisa obi me say enka ye me ne wo na ye nya saa asem ya enka tokuro bia ye hyimu bia enka ba na nko be yin di ye pie ndi aba and I've stated this sa SMLPC it is Ghana's test to equal justice in this country because ajon koba say ne be yana.
Okay.
It is our test to equal justice. Ye ka say ye start ye do did say one charging in absentia, ne yem prosecuting in absentia. Brofre no me ka kire. Oman kan kire say e wo say ye ko hunu ne ye so no mu na ye ready ne charge sheet. E just brofre. Aya betena hasre. Obetna obegina wa no ka anansema kire no.
Ofili say oye kokoasa.
Eno so ne dia.
OSP oye kokoasa on na ho
wada asem no. Obeye press briefing ya. Say in absentia no wonya no de aban kawa ato no nsa na.
Say nti no ma by November no na che say no de
we say by November no e was in July, August, September, October nana.
Thank you. New Odate Mills say is Honorable Eben trying to tell us the OSP office the NPP created is useless, and then he says maybe the OSP uses the recovery for Menkai why? Honorable Nati yenye wo mohonom some 3 minutes na yen sorry so everything about MPP. Dr. Bawumia say meba public services say meba ba besum. Ese Asante Achim South MP akoka se Dr. Bawumia ye hoho they should treat him as such. Party the krata ba say there be ye United Party United Party for soon.
I don't know what can any United Party
be atum. Honorable Ken you so say me kunu betumi creating nyuma e de amamo.
Yeah.
Yes, Honorable.
I think say with these 3 topics is a buy out of campaigner each one of them are all year.
Okay.
The former vice president ono per se or side party name ebu bona pro and obia ka na sema of full sebet be ato delegates no iden assume to give him the mandate to lead the party in the next election. You know, as a vice president, former, and as a flag bearer, our son baby, the focus no is Obabe Sum. Your friend is Ghana for.
Okay.
He's not coming to enrich himself. He's not coming to create wealth for himself. He's not coming to say Obe Preja Padie, but Obabe Sum Nwaja Edimpa, a good legacy.
Right.
For me, I think it's a plus because we are talking about Nyama Emma Omani Den Enkodeni, and one of them is Sikasem, how we misuse your friend is saying funds that belongs to the states.
Okay.
So if somebody is saying I'm offering myself to make sure say at the end of the day when you give him the mandate memma embe to talk to Japade and mama yere ne memma ne mebusuafo na emum I'm coming in for your friend is saying the country. Honorable Kennedy wife or say ono die ni kunu the opportunity his focus is to create job for the youth of this country.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that one of the national security threats is youth. Your friend is saying unemployment. Ama ene people living in Accra, me call for in crime for your friend is saying we go to Volta, West, and what have you. Now are going to the mining areas and doing galamsey. So it tells you, say, a Juma for the youth is a major problem for every government. And on Abu Stugadwaha, we were promised 3 shifts. That was the promise that was given to us. It tells you, say, President John Mahama, when he was campaigning and was giving that promise, no, he also knows, say, when it comes to deficit of unemployment, especially when it comes to the youth, no, then it was so. That is the more reason why he promised that. Ken wife is saying that when opportunity is given to my husband, okay, you also going to what? Create job for the youth, because in Bebum, because me, I always tell people, say, if Honorable Stugati, and I believe when he was doing his campaign, he won't tell a 75-year or 80-year-old woman or man, say, utumamia me page mama, but obe page mama unanabi and now baby na ono so ye dwuna etua ne car wa eden ono so apebia ma eden ne ma me ne papa.
NPC no mo ye that campaign okra ya na ye wo ho nsem ka.
Oh, but that is the fact. They go concern now. Who so me akana mintie.
Sama o say as o ka ken de ne fine na o ye team ken na o ye connected.
I'm a member of the New Patriotic Party. I'm not a member of the UP party. Member.
O say oh horse.
And it's only supposed to
say.
O say oh horse. Do you say we team ken na won't me know you ka say we team ken.
MPs.
That's all you team ken.
Do you say obi a team ba obi a DMP obi to me.
Yes,
obi a be a Brian na on to me ka.
Yes, we 64 baby oh. Ye mathematics no sa na de ni hwea omsu ekra na yesem mo bia nka bi. Hey,
efa
o de carry edu mi so me ka.
Ora bobo no po wate.
Ade wo musu mpe, wo firi mi so.
Enso kamu nsem sa.
Efa ho ben.
E Ghana na ye wo no.
So they do UP and now I can UP.
You Nampa we are connected. So no question the manager.
I don't need to answer him.
Who said you on kwa no?
On ebusa.
And by me honestly me na.
Ghana for some person.
Me Ghana for no. I'm a member of the New Patriotic Party.
Okay.
As a former member of parliament, whoever the party we elect will all rally behind the person to ensure say and I want to put on record. Yes, me too about
31st to your delegate.
Me delegates pa.
O beto ma why?
Beto ma ba omia.
Okay.
Ti so ye ba omia.
En fa ho.
Na won't we no fa ba ho wani at. O beto ba omia. O say into e ba omia. O le ba omia be ja to ma ba omia.
Ah. We are talking about message that the aspirants any omoyire mu eka.
No, that's what we are talking about. Everything MPP.
Exactly. And we are talking about Ken wife so page mama youth. And I embrace it.
Okay.
If Ken wins and be Namia don't be president, or you man be juma embo party no.
Thank you.
Se ba omia e be president
to ama ba omia.
Honorable what can be gasiga. Honorable Governor.
Oh, na me na ni wi.
One share of the we share share for. Honorable Chair.
I say to be say emiensa.
Na hwe from.
Baby oni na ye one everything MPP.
I say maka tu aka ba ko.
No.
Na say 3 minutes ma di
that yenko.
Me hwe from Posa Ababontin. In fact, context is
now who can say who know
this abre
now who can what dem ka bi
context chance here e be sis abre nyina
so why say who so no won
Ababontin nyina e point say Bawumia.
Okay. But sana no who can say obi make head.
Oh yes, make say Brian Champion is making in route. There were 3 bonus regions.
Okay.
But in route or making nyina no e manning overtake Dr. Bawumia. That's the fact. Dr. Bawumia has been on top. ABC Sabra Yekasei. And in the election, I expect say the top 2 Canadian Dr. Bawumia. One will emerge. But the other side.
Right now we Brian a film because Brian is here or a force power.
What will probably happen, which I'm very much convinced, and they said there will not be an outright winner in this contest. She's the first round.
Anya umbeko round.
Of course, second round also it can be anybody's game.
So where is Stuttgart?
So Oh yes, let me put because the upper one APL day. What APL post? APL is only one. Omo behind.
No.
APL Africa Policy Lens. Dr. Zatomo. Omo organization.
I see.
Oh yes, the director
who is Dr. Zato?
Dr. Joshua Zato, known Dr. Bawumia, personal known MPP.
I see.
How do you conclude by that?
Oh yes, this is me. I know this organization. This is it, African.
No, but how do you complete?
Dr. George Domfe, Executive Director, Professor Isaac Buadi. Then you have Dr. Kwaku Ajimam Budu. You have Dr. Hayford Mensah, and Dr. Eric Beche. Then Dr. Frank Banokaho. And Dr. Joshua Zato. So these are known MPP figures, and most of them I've heard them publicly as support to Dr. Bawumia. And you are post no muputuno 64%, about 68, 63.8, 64 in the way. I'm not
into Julius.
I'm not surprised at all.
So if you don't
that brings me to a very important position now. Yeah, NDC. Yeah, take NDC, your position now with the discipline in the party, they say 2028, your candidate will be riding on the success or otherwise of President Mahama. And your candidate, you know, a Juma. President Mahama Ashasi Ekosi 2028 and a bit determined party to fit. And for that matter, your focus now and thankfully your constitution not clear until 2027. Yeah, the more na Marashia see adeno triase top down approach. Yeah, from early next year, first quarter, we will do the branches. In fact, the last quarter we crano. Because we do the branches, we do the constituency, we do the regional, we do the national latter part of 2026. Then in 2027, we will go into the.
They don't have the information.
No, I don't.
You are doing the presidential primaries in March next year.
Hey, my friend, my friend.
Information,
March next year.
Information.
Information.
I'm telling you, say.
Oh, I'm telling you. So you'll be surprised that next year, NDC,
I'm telling you, say.
Would they do top?
I'm telling you, the NDC is going to do their presidential primaries next year.
Let me tell you. Say party leadership decided, say because we will be filing a new candidate. That will not change the order. We have to finish the branches. Finish the constituency.
Finish the top down.
Let's be very clear. The ECOSO MPP, NDC, who say a ECOSO say ECO contest of this nature. Now MPs are lining up and publish their names. Near there, MPB abetuaba near there. You will see a do your show the discipliner previously. You may even see say Ubetina ministers. MPs. They
you
support, but openly not coming.
Honorable Chair, NDC Okra Revolution background next talk no. Wari branding no huama wasisama MPP momua ombeka se na ya crash form kra choboy kra mutimi ga chobo mu ye chobo sesi ano mu mama ba be ye red na nipa no you see amete and I don't want to use that one and mu sesa.
That is the level of discipline because NDC, let me tell you, every serious minded NDC person Eddie say we all ride on the back of the party to whatever we want to achieve.
Is it not just it's normal say we be call competition I don't say competition I can't see the any bre wom enti bia mo so edru mo so a e kwaso MPP mo de be west
look 2016 President Mahama even as an incumbent endorse no amana kono uhunu said ye 2020 we free akonwa so President Mahama free akonwa so ye incumbent and the natural order and say all ministers MPs openly will be really behind, but there was discipline. Or more person more contest were given opportunities. They by 2023 quite primaries. They say we've done it over and over. Now chaos who are MPP did you see that? Because we believe say we are. It is on the strength of the party and they call contest on not on the back of individuals.
Thank
we
you.
are united and we are learning lessons from MPP.
You are united for nation.
United we shall stand.
And then
we shall win.
But I foresee that 2028 you people to me MPs or parliament.
Oh really?
Yes, they will have. They will have. They will have. Hey.
So the Stuttgart post.
They will have.
And also for a government post.
The truth of the matter is, say when you decide to break, you decide to say ubebu one man for any tia. Not the beer than wash your so. Eddie near one pedia young, near one pedia mawon. Bibi I'll be you know. Na 20 atase. Oh. Yeah.
Yes, Nana.
Bibi ayaba bedri. Amanyo semni amanyo agrona yedi no. Ensachira ya bam kakra. Na minya no mo mo MPP de. Omo mpenifo no bi edi kan aka ma yate. Se omo structures any nyomo mo di gu fom. And you go no. It is all geared towards bringing but one candidate up.
That's not true.
Now, they also omuhunu say, the bia diabeka, wacheja akundi unyaku kuduaka. Was saying one way jai party no ma junimuni or makumemono. A dog so sing one more would not see one kind of trouble in a way.
Choboy.
A dog so sing one more trouble.
Choboy.
Yati UP party. Semi Shrew. Former MPs, former ministers. Former chair, constituency executives, and regional executives. Including a selected but few current MPs or more parliament. Bear 7, 8 beer. Omuni ye din komo. Ewo kokwe.
Somebody join them.
Somebody join you.
You have only 2 former MPs with you.
Omuni ye din komo.
Omukama chairman and secretary.
Ya uyimbe show.
Okay.
Nyoma enkosu yi. Na sebio.
Wadwin.
Amanyoku a won fo buoni ni die ma ne mpanifo. A won fa won asem nya asem de. Enye sure say omonkofo no kora ni je ho. Na ye de yaka. Yesi yen na nam no muja wo hwie gu fom. Eboa ye ma ye de chichire wo man ye ma no nkokwa. Enti ni asa akwa United Party di aba.
Okay. Me nti no mo de mu kokko ti na je say United Party ti UP na no makofa aba.
Ideologies, principles, and values.
Na mo muti nti UP na nkaza ewu. It's dead on arrival.
Into say
we are not tracing more route to UP.
Oh, that's how who history there. Who year biography there. Who baby ofi.
Okay, thank you.
Fibia values, principles, and ideologies.
Okay.
Na say omu ayati hono. Ebi mu yo ma dwen say omu de be ya apia. De omu 19 team so atiti aso aye ne basa.
Yeah, utamaso.
De ye esie ni say.
Ya pon ampo.
Wo fa
mabele kola.
Values no ni ideologies no. Efi ho na wo gya fie na ma omu. Na wo de akwa chichiri fie fufuro.
Ya ti efi fufuro.
Nti baby aye dru yi de. Me de maka. Me say won a won makoma ebuo. Omo ni da so asa. Omo Ghana da won akoma so. Omo mani omo ankasa mo dachi hu hia won no. UP yaba.
All right. Thank you. Nana Yosepon, your Deputy General Secretary, United Party, UP. Honorable Dixon Cheredia, MP, Bekum West. Honorable Ya, Obemiana Nui, Honorable Gilbert, Ebenezer Nati, or your former MP, Ablekuma Central. Erano mano pay that one say why. Mama Selena Danfo, belated happy birthday. Selena, you are 4 years today. Mummy Amano na me na edi ni birthday.
Oh, oya kwala na peni.
4 years.
Oh, na na obet me na kwa.
Oh, they never call lunch no so they never call. They never call. It is Selena Danfo, belated happy birthday. Selena, nyame shira onanyi na be opening pawate na on show so na on crowd. If you papa for saying ni Abubakari ene onananom DCSO retired action. Emmanuel Elliot Danfo action and afi onana great grandmother yakurama. Pacho mami uni sheka me that Zenos and Beauty the hair mama say ewo miti fefe no ma kamfo no ma say upemi pasha ko kind dia eno ane Zenos and Beauty the hair mama or spinches kotobabi Eco Bank echi wa pe friend no 05538370201 what are the any so dear ya Vogue star for every story and it's office na oko kwan bi na oko program bi na oko as well say for ontare chen be dino or be sorting out already made ones wo honum oko the website at www.azelvogue.com or dance man between my friend 0244155266 yamisha so ni etna if you no panu isia be pem sabri mami akramani yami ya domo ye wono china November will be good.